you're watching Swipe. Coming up on this week's show, we're taking you backcountry hiking in Canada to test out the gadgets helping you stay connected and on track. I get a lesson in setting up my own high-tech camp. And we've got more outdoors adventures in this week's Games Review. Hello, and welcome to a fairly sunny Surrey. Now, just because Swipe is a tech show, it doesn't mean we don't like going out and getting our hands dirty every now and then. After all, these days, there's a tech way of doing everything, including camping. And this week, Angela has been on both sides of the Atlantic, getting to grips with the apps and devices made for the great outdoors.
For some people, going camping is all about disconnecting from the world, but you can still get back to nature without going completely off the grid. Gadgets can enhance the outdoor experience. Canadian technology fanatic Simon Sage has been showing us some of the things he's been testing out this summer around Ontario.
This app uses your phone's orientation sensors to help you identify the stars. Just look up, point your phone at the sky, and you'll be able to see detailed information about constellations, planets, and moon phases. It even has special options so that you won't ruin your night vision when you're looking at the screen. And there are rich 3D models that bring the constellations to life.
Providing you have a signal, there are plenty of other apps competing for a place on your phone, from those that predict the weather to those helping you find the best trails. And there's no shortage of apps giving you access to dozens of different maps, which can also be downloaded for use offline. Tech advancements in camping equipment mean outdoor Bluetooth speaker designs are also getting smaller, lighter and more resilient, with rugged exteriors offering shock, dust and water resistance. If you're using devices on the go, you'll need to charge them, and there's new tech for that too. Portable charger designs are improving, many now resistant to the elements and glow in the dark to help you find them more easily at night. And here's one that lets you recharge your phone directly from the sun.
Goal Zero solar panels can be hung up around your campsite either on their own or together in a series. Use them to either charge a backup battery for use later or charge your phone directly.
And something a little bit different. Creating electricity via a thermoelectric generator, this portable wood-burning stove lets you charge your phone and other gadgets with fire. But what if the technology lets you down? Well, there are concerns that many, especially those hiking in isolated terrain, are relying too much on signals and software to get from A to B, instead of relying on basic essentials, like an ordnance survey map.
Most people are using smartphones which have an assisted GPS inside, so they're not dedicated GPS units, they're smartphones. So depending on the model of phone, it may not be as accurate or work as well as they are expecting.
Well, aside from a map, compass and survival kit, bear deterrent technology was high on my list of essentials to take backcountry camping in Canada. Bear horns are among the latest things being taken on a hike in the mountains as an extra precaution, releasing a high decibel blast to help keep the animals away without harming them. But thankfully, I didn't get the chance to use mine. Angela Barnes, Sky News.
Well, Angela's sent me one of her bear horns, but to be honest, I don't think I'm going to need it while I'm roughing it out here in Horsley. And by the way, that isn't ours. No, that's not ours either. Our plot is over here, and with us is gadget expert James Peckham, and he's brought along a couple of bits of tech to show us.
Yeah, so first up is the tent. We've got the Heim Planet, the cave tent.
We do need a tent.
It sleeps 2 to 3 people, and it's inflatable as well, so it pops up straight away.
It's a pop-up tent.
Basically, yeah. And the makers claim it only takes 60 seconds to pop up.
1 minute to bring up this tent? We'll be the judges of that.
Yeah, should we try?
You start there, James. So we really did do that in less than a minute.
Yeah, it didn't take long at all.
Although my concern with a blow-up tent would be, what if someone comes along and tries to burst it?
Yeah, in my opinion, it's not really festival-proof.
Okay, so what else have you brought with us? I can see we've got the solar charger, collecting some energy here.
The Camelback All Clear.
It's like a water bottle.
It's not just a water bottle, it's also a filter, and it can filter any kind of water in under a minute. So we've got some dirty old lake water here that we got earlier.
Tasty.
So let's try some of this in here.
Am I going to try some of this?
Yeah, you're going to drink some.
it's okay.
Yeah?
I mean, I don't think I've ever tasted lake water, but
Yeah, it's going to taste a lot better than this stuff.
well, cheers.
Cheers.
Now, before we go and get even more adventurous in our games review with Ross, here's a roundup of some of this week's other tech news. The UK's first vet service via Skype has launched. Paw Squad means pet owners can have face-to-face online video appointments with a vet, cutting out those sometimes difficult journeys to the clinic. It was one giant leaf for astronauts this week. Crew members on the International Space Station tucked into lettuce grown under microgravity conditions with LED lights and washed with citric acid-based sanitisers. NASA reckons gardening in space could help astronauts de-stress, although that wasn't the main reason for the project. And while we're on the subject of growing food, a solar-powered garden robot has launched on crowdfunding site Indiegogo. Growbot uses recognition technology and artificial intelligence to identify plants and apparently help them grow. Now, last week we were at the major gaming event Gamescom, looking at some of the new titles. And this week our reviewer Ross has found us a few more worth knowing about.
So Lara Croft is back in Rise of the Tomb Raider. This is a follow-up to the game that came out a couple of years ago, just classed as Tomb Raider, and what we know now is a new trilogy. So the second part, and she's back now to try and prove that she's not insane. In the first game, it was all about this supernatural experience that she had, and she's gone back to home, and they're all kind of thinking that she's mad, she's insane. So she's now off to try and find more about this supernatural experience and what else is out there. So she's off to Siberia to try and find what can only be classed as a real ancient tomb or a city that's been lost in the mountains, and she's going to be chased by Trinity, who are a very high-powered company who've got a lot more money than she has, but she's determined to find this first. She's going to her roots of becoming the Tomb Raider herself. She's the queen of video games, and she's back in style. So Just Cause 3 sees the return of Rico Rodriguez. He's now left the agency and returned home to his Mediterranean island, only to find out that it's been taken over by an evil dictator. Now, this is his chance to basically take back what is his. He has lived there all his life. He's not been there for so many years, and now he's back. And he's back with a bang. You're going to see huge explosions in this game. He's got to take down the whole island again. So very many different camps that have been set up by the general and his army. But with Just Cause, you always get fun and excitement. So his grappling hook is back. His parachute is back, but he's also now got a wingsuit. So the way that you can traverse what is going to be a huge, expansive area in this game is going to take it to a new level. You are going to see huge fun and excitement from this game. Third-person shooter, stroke adventure. I hope Rico can take back his island. Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain is the follow-up to Ground Zeroes from last year, and you are back as Snake. This game looks stunning, this huge, vast environment of 1984 where you have got to go and rescue all of your colleagues who have been taken down by the tyrants in this world. You are going to be seen to be travelling across in many different vehicles this time. So you've got jeeps, you've got tanks, there's horses, you've got loads of AI compatriots that you can basically call in when needed to come and help you out. I'm not going to give away too much because it looks as though it's going to be an absolutely stunning game. You can follow on, and this is one of those really clear games that you can take stealth into the way that you play this. You don't have to kill anybody in this game to make your way through it. Yes, there is that route that you can take if you wanted to go in all guns blazing, but it's very much always been about stealth with Metal Gear Solid. It looks like it's going to be a hugely exciting game. It's been a long time coming. This could be a whole new dimension to the Metal Gear Solid franchise. So all in all, it's going to be an absolutely stunning game that I cannot wait for.
Whew. Well, that's it for this week. Got my camp sorted. Good luck with yours. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Now, how does this actually work?